Hello and welcome, my name's Christopher Hole from ChristopherHole.com and welcome to how to squat correctly. Now in this video I'm not going to tell you the whole ins and outs of how to squat correctly. That's not the purpose of this video. I just want to get across to you one sort of a fundamental principle of how to squat properly by talking about atherokinetic dysfunction. Now don't worry about that name, that term. It's not, you don't have to know that. But what I do want to talk about is squatting, and it's basically it's held within this little paragraph here, and that's what we're going to be talking about. And that's the reason we've got this picture here as well. So the term atherokinematics refers to the motion of the joints. So atherokinetic dysfunction is a biomechanical or neuromuscular dysfunction leading to altered joint motion. Altered joint motion causes altered length tension relationships and force couple relationships. Again, don't worry too much about that. This affects the joint and causes poor movement efficiency. So what it's basically saying is this term, atherokinetic dysfunction, alters and causes poor movement efficiency. So this is sort of now we're starting to talk about the squat itself. So for example, externally rotating the feet, which basically means pointing the toes outward when squatting, forces the tibia, which is your shin bone, and your femur, which is this one here, to also externally rotate or point outwards. This alters the length tension relationship of the muscles at the knee and hips, putting the gluteus maximus, the agonist, so the gluteus maximus in the squat is the prime mover. So that is the main muscle that needs to be working, this one here, is in a shortened position, decreasing its ability to generate force. So when you point your toes outwards, you shorten this muscle and you inhibit it so it can't produce enough power. This causes the bicep femoris, which is one of your hamstrings, and your piriformis, which is another one in your hip, to become synergistically dominant. Okay, so they're your assisting muscles. They become dominant over what is meant to be the prime mover. Okay, so they become synergistic, altering forced couple relationship, altering atherokinematics, joint motion, and increasing stress of the knees and low back. So by pointing your toes outwards, you put extra pressure on your knee there, and you also put pressure on your hamstrings, tightening or giving the illusion of tight hamstrings. You also put extra pressure on your lower back because all these assisting muscles are taking over, whereas we want this muscle here to be our prime mover. So we've got to be able to keep our toes in alignment. So we've got to be able to keep our toes pointing forward, then our knees over our toes, keeping the gluteus maximus, which is our prime mover, working correctly. So over time, this stress can lead to pain, which can further alter muscle recruitment and joint mechanics. So the more and more you squat incorrectly, the more and more these become ill-used or unused, causing greater stress through the hamstrings, the piriformis, putting pressure on the lower back and the knee. Okay, so just for this video, I just want to sort of get across that principle of keep your toes in line, your knees in line with your toes, and squat through. Don't have your toes pointing outwards. So thanks for watching. My name's Christopher Hole from ChristopherHole.com. Come check out the website. It's full of videos, full of education. Learn how to squat, learn how to exercise correctly, and get the most out of your exercises. Get stronger, faster, quicker, more powerful. Whatever you need to do, it's on the website. Alright, my name's Christopher Hole from ChristopherHole.com. I'll speak to you in the next video.